Stumbling on Happiness by Daniel Gilbert is a thought-provoking exploration of how humans perceive happiness and why they often struggle to predict what will truly make them happy. Drawing from research in psychology, neuroscience, and behavioral economics, Gilbert delves into the quirks of the human mind that lead to misconceptions about future joy and satisfaction. The book challenges the assumption that people can accurately forecast their emotional responses to future events, demonstrating how the brain's predictive mechanisms often fail in surprising ways. Gilbert begins by explaining how the human brain has developed the unique ability to imagine the future, allowing people to plan, anticipate, and make decisions based on predicted outcomes. This ability, known as prospection, is central to human experience. However, despite this evolutionary advantage, people frequently misjudge how future experiences will affect their happiness. Gilbert argues that these miscalculations occur because the brain relies on biased simulations of future events, often filling in gaps with inaccurate details based on current emotions and experiences. One of the book's central themes is the idea that people tend to overestimate the impact of future events on their happiness. For example, individuals often believe that major life events, such as landing a dream job, winning the lottery, or experiencing a breakup, will drastically alter their long-term happiness. While such events do affect emotions in the short term, research shows that people tend to return to a baseline level of happiness relatively quickly. Gilbert refers to this psychological phenomenon as the impact bias, where individuals exaggerate the intensity and duration of their emotional reactions to future events. Gilbert also explores how memory plays a crucial role in shaping expectations for the future. People often rely on their memories of past experiences to predict future happiness, but memory itself is far from reliable. The brain tends to distort memories, emphasizing certain moments while downplaying or forgetting others. As a result, individuals form inaccurate expectations based on these flawed recollections, which can lead to misguided decisions about what will bring them joy in the future. Another important concept in the book is the role of present emotions in shaping future predictions. Gilbert explains that when people imagine future scenarios, they often project their current feelings onto those imagined events. This phenomenon, known as presentism, leads to errors in forecasting future happiness because it fails to account for how emotions and circumstances will change over time. For instance, a person feeling sad today might struggle to imagine feeling happy in the future, even though their emotional state is likely to improve with time. Gilbert's insights are supported by a range of psychological studies that reveal the limitations of human foresight. One such study shows that people tend to overvalue material possessions and undervalue experiences when predicting what will make them happy. While individuals often assume that buying a new car or gadget will provide lasting satisfaction, research indicates that experiences, such as travel or meaningful social interactions, tend to bring more enduring happiness because they contribute to personal growth and create lasting memories. The book also addresses the concept of focalism, the tendency to focus too much on a single event when predicting future happiness while ignoring other factors that will influence well-being. For example, someone anticipating the joy of moving to a new city might overlook the challenges of adjusting to a new environment, maintaining relationships, or dealing with unexpected stresses. Gilbert argues that this narrow focus can lead to disappointment when reality fails to align with optimistic predictions. Throughout the book, Gilbert presents his arguments with humor and relatable examples, making complex psychological concepts accessible to a general audience. His conversational tone invites readers to reflect on their own experiences with misjudged happiness and encourages them to question the assumptions they hold about what will bring them fulfillment. By highlighting the universal nature of these cognitive biases, Gilbert fosters a sense of shared humanity in the struggle to find lasting joy. One of the most compelling messages in Stumbling on Happiness is that the pursuit of happiness often involves accepting uncertainty and embracing the unexpected. Gilbert suggests that rather than trying to predict every detail of the future, people should focus on creating conditions that allow for growth, connection, and flexibility. This shift in perspective can help individuals become more open to new experiences and less attached to specific outcomes. The book also highlights the importance of learning from others' experiences when predicting future happiness. Gilbert presents research showing that asking people who have already experienced a particular event, such as getting married, having children, or pursuing a specific career, can provide more accurate insights than relying solely on imagination. This approach, known as surrogation, can help individuals make better decisions by drawing on the real experiences of others rather than relying on potentially flawed personal predictions. In addition to its scientific insights, Stumbling on Happiness offers practical advice for making better choices in life. Gilbert encourages readers to be mindful of their cognitive biases and to question their assumptions about what will lead to happiness. By becoming more aware of these mental shortcuts, individuals can make more informed decisions and avoid the common pitfalls of overestimating the impact of future events. Gilbert's exploration of happiness ultimately reveals that the pursuit of joy is often more complex than it seems. The book challenges the conventional wisdom that happiness comes from achieving specific goals or avoiding discomfort. Instead, Gilbert suggests that happiness is a dynamic, ever-changing state influenced by a wide range of internal and external factors. By acknowledging the limitations of foresight and embracing the unpredictability of life, readers can cultivate a more realistic and fulfilling approach to well-being. The final takeaway from Stumbling on Happiness is both comforting and liberating. While people may not always be able to predict what will make them happy, they are remarkably resilient in adapting to life's ups and downs. Gilbert's research underscores the idea that happiness often comes from unexpected sources and that the human capacity for adaptation is one of the most powerful tools for achieving long-term well-being. In this way, the book serves as both a scientific exploration and a philosophical reflection on the nature of human happiness.